Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. And we're going to hop right in and do the Cathedral of Light Capstone Dungeon. We'll see how it goes. We just did our build guide in the last video. We're basically trying to play this with just the 3 Malignant Hearts and 3 offensive aspects. We'll see if that's enough or if we need defensive aspects as well. First objective is collect Animus. First thing I'm noticing is that knockback might have anti-synergy. Well, these guys aren't pushovers, but I think we can do this. The boss fights might be hard. Yeah, the boss fight's probably going to be pretty hard, actually. Alright, what do we got? That is a huge damage increase to our weapon. We're going to take that. Well, it's just the bow, actually. It doesn't matter at all. Jeez, everything is so much higher item power. It's crazy. We'll play the sword, we gotta take the higher item power. Getting pretty surprised by how frequently the knockback happens and how noticeable it is. Those guys barely fell for that. Okay, glad we survived those fights. We're getting a little bit of anti-synergy from the marksman skill, the knockback. That might be a reason to reconsider the gem there, or at least it's the first one we might replace. It's a little bit better if we just slow it down a little bit and don't spam the puncture as much. Okay, the first set of mini-bosses should be pretty tough if I remember correctly. Yeah, so doing like a little strategic knocking back into the trap is good. And maybe that's what we need to do, is lay the trap, dash back, and then knock things into it. Kind of like that. Knock everything into the trap. And then use things other than puncture to chase things down. Get better at force moving and tracking things down like that. Just work everything towards the trap. Okay, there's the first boss room. Okay. Alright, this fight's gonna be pretty hard. pieces first. Gotta use force move a little bit better. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. It's not like I'm a pro using this build or anything. Those bosses weren't as tough as the mobs, which is weird. Stun, trap, imbue. The attack speed bonuses are obviously nice when you get those. Defense isn't great, but that's to be expected. What I need to do is look up what the distance is for the twisting blades returning, getting extra damage. Like, is it, you know, in-game a couple of meters? Is it more? Basically, you want to know what's the minimum amount of distance you need to travel to get the full benefit. And then playing with a knockback, I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's not actually a CC. Did I miss the days? I hit the wrong target. Yeah, you should be able to be dazed. Yep, there we go. Just not very long. Okay, is that everybody? Yep. Alright, let's take a trip to town, empty the bag out.
I got furs, skins, and steel.
We'll get rid of our low tier gems if that's what calculated. So that's a new that's a world tier 3 heart. So that's cool. That's what's dropping in there. And then here we'll just stash everything. We'll equip stuff that's got higher armor values. Can't equip any of that. Minus 77. And that's still better than that. Okay. I had some yellow swords that were stronger than the daggers, but I'm not going to sweat that too much. Not going to sweat what any of that does. That defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do. Which is just let the 3 malignant hearts and 3 jewelry aspect choices carry us. So on rings, we can either get offensive or resource. And then on amulet, we can get everything but resource. And then here's the boss fight. It's pretty hard. I definitely should have used the potion pot in town. That was a pretty big mistake. Might actually cost me the life. Let's see how much mileage I can get out of these potions. Does a lot of poison damage there. Should get the next couple of pots. Alright, looks like we got it. Some nice drops. Alright, that went a lot better than I thought. Let's change the world tier with the world tier statue and see how close we get to finishing up the chapter 4 of the seasonal journey. There we go. Yeah, so what do we get now? We can get sacreds, uniques, sacred uniques. We can start nightmare dungeons 1 to 20. We can start gathering up our glyphs. And then, so basically hell tides and nightmare dungeons are what unlocks. And then champion monsters can just be anywhere along with our malignant monsters now for the season. 20% more gold. So it goes from 20% increased experience to 100% increased experience. The gold rate doesn't change. Monsters drop more items. Okay. I believe that was our Helltide quest giver the last time. Any additional season or priority quests? No. And then everything is what, level 55? Okay. And the strongholds are done, but I guess everything is now level 55. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, I mean, if we can play at this difficulty, we'll be getting the full bonus experience of 10 levels higher than us, so that's a good thing, I guess. Okay, so of all these yellows, I can't even equip any of these yet. I wonder how much of a problem this is going to be at this difficulty. Which is, like, is everything going to drop outside of my level range? If that's the case, that's going to be annoying. I might want a third stash tab and just stick the stuff that's outside of level requirements into that. Heals, rapid fire ricochets, that's good. So rapid fire ricochets. This is what is this, Toxic Alchemist? So this is if you're playing Poison and Shadow. This is cool. Toxic Alchemist, Icy Alchemists. So basically there's a lot of... Rogue's got a lot of cool synergy stuff that they guide you towards, right? So this is like if you're doing Chilled and Shadow. This is if you're doing Poison and Shadow. Agility and Subterfuge. They literally call that synergy. CC duration, critical strike against injured. 556 explosion on the imbuement. I think that's better than what we have here, right? So 134 explosion on the imbuement. I thought this was supposed to be based on... I thought that... Oh, no, it's based on item power on... Okay. So if it's a Codex imprint, it's based on item power, or... No. A Codex imprint is supposed to be based on level for an X range, and then item power is how the X rolls roll on items. So that's why this is so much stronger, this 556 value. There's a good dagger, 569 item power dagger. Flurry. This is a good flurry. Attack speed. Increased crit chance. Free Dark Shroud on marksman skills. Wind Striker's obviously good. Bursting Venoms. Okay, this is the one they're always talking about. Critical strikes of poison imbue create a toxic pool. And while standing in the pool, poison imbuement has no cooldown and no charge limit. What? Okay. That's obviously amazing. And it's got max life. Damage over time. We might just use that ring as is and find a new trickery to stick in it. Here's a perfect roll on Trapper. Did I just get all these? I must have. This is a weak roll of this thing. The Synergy. Rapid fire ricochets. Got a couple of those, right? Got at least one more of those rapid fire ricochets. Edge Masters. Something about barrage ricocheting. Smoke grenades. Okay. So obviously this bursting venoms is probably the best thing here for our poison trap build. So crits with poison imbue. So the poison imbue skills are twisting blades, shadow step, and dash. So crits with poison imbue skills, 10% chance to create a toxic pool. While standing in the pool, poison imbue has no cooldown and no charge limit. So basically, if we get one of these pools and we keep doing our twisting blades, we can get poison on every single twisting blades hit. The pool lasts 3 seconds. This is on a 10% lucky hit, though. 10% on a lucky hit is really low, and I think Twisting Blade's only a 30% lucky hit chance. Yeah, 34%. So even if you got your lucky hit chance up to 50%, it would be a 5% chance to get the pool. I wonder if people are hyping bursting venoms. See, I haven't done a ton of rogue research, but I know bursting venoms gets brought up as something that might need to be nerfed. But if this is good, it must be because people have a way of getting their lucky hit chance up, or making sure that this always applies somehow, or applies often. And it's probably through pumping lucky hit, although maybe there's a way to force lucky hits, I don't know. Well, anyway, that's it for this. That's enough opining for now. We'll just put our best, we'll just put our highest item power weapons on. And then maybe we'll switch to rapid fire, or rapid fire flurry. So anyway, alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that Capstone Dungeon.